Afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the BIPOC Happy Hour. Thank you all for joining us for another week. We are here today. The BIPOC Happy Hour is Black, Indigenous people of color sitting down at the bar trying to have a good conversation and wind down. Today we got our guest Tanisha on the phone. She is another entrepreneur out in the world, and I'm glad she can join us. In a few minutes, we're gonna have her to tell us a little bit about herself. But right now, let me introduce everybody to the pride here in the bar. Everybody say, hey.
Afternoon.
Well, at least something. How y'all doing? Just something. Come on.
One more drink will be good.
Okay, I can work with that. So I'm glad you're here. So what's going on today? What's the happenings?
Hmm. I'm just here for the beer.
It's got to be more than this. You gotta be able to talk about something.
Personal hygiene, or I know Tanisha is a hairdresser, and she likes to touch people in this COVID-19 settings. And I was just curious, how does that work for you?
Yeah. Well, the salon that I have, I take individuals one at a time. I don't have more than one person in at a time. As soon as you enter my salon, I make sure I test your feet, see if you have a fever or whatever. But I wrap each individual. So when I wrap you up, like drape you and prepare you for whatever service you're going to get, I don't have to worry about touching the clothing that you came in with.
Okay,
So
wait, wait.
you get draped, you get towels, you get a cape over everything you have on. And once I'm done your service, all that get discarded.
Okay, I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry
Well,
because I normally don't.
first tell us about you, who you are,
Okay, wait,
what you
Bobby.
do.
1 second. You can tell
What,
about yourself, but I just want to ask one question. What happened to the kiki in the salon now? Like you sit there and girls just a kiki and talk. There's no more.
Oh no, see, I'm not in one of those type of salons. I'm in more of an upscale salon.
Oh,
So I don't want to spend breakfast, lunch, and dinner with you. I want to do my job. I want to give you your service, and I want you to give me my money, and I want you to leave.
you can tell us about yourself. Go ahead.
I, I'm Tanisha. Everybody calls me T or Niche. I'm from Philly, born and raised. I'm a mother of two grown boys. I'm a grandmother. I'm a stylist over 30 years. I like to do artwork. As you can see, I have a few pieces behind me. I'm just your average Joe enjoying life. And I just opened up my own salon the last week of June during this pandemic.
Congratulations.
and
Thank
how's it
you.
and how's it going so far?
It's getting better. I mean, a lot of clients have not decided to come back out yet, which is understandable. But I've gotten some new clients. So where I'm located is in it's a very nice neighborhood. Is the Ballykinwood? It would be the suburban part of Philadelphia. It's a really, really decent area. It would be considered the downtown of Ballykinwood.
So
It's
you
called.
have, I don't mean to interrupt, I apologize.
Uh-huh.
So you have no issues with catching anything, being in an environment, regardless of who, because like I said, it's only you and that individual. So
Right.
regardless of coming in, you can still catch something.
No,
You have no
exactly. No,
fear of that.
I'm very concerned because I have asthma. So it's going to affect me way worse than your average person that don't have it. But the clientele that I have are so terrified of having it. Like literally before we was able to even go back into the business atmosphere, I would go to selective people homes knowing if you had kids, I wouldn't go to your house. If I knew you was working from home and it was just you or you and your husband, I had no problem. But if I know you have kids or you're in and out or you're that type of person, I'm not able to interact with you. I have a granddaughter. I want to see her grow up and have kids. I have asthma, so I'm pretty sure it's going to attack me way different than it may attack my son. Like right now, my son is not here. So when he comes in, I'm very concerned because when he works, even though they test him, I still have to be concerned about him being around me being around my clients. So yes, I'm concerned just like everybody else.
If there was a vaccine that popped up tomorrow or this
No,
year, you say
no,
no, you weren't even
no,
gonna let me get that
nope,
out.
nope, no.
Just wanted to ask, just checking, just checking.
Nope.
So I heard you said you started your business in June during the
Yes.
pandemic. I mean, trust me, I know the history. I know, and I've been
Right.
helping you for years. But during this pandemic, you started your own business. Was it hard? Was
Oh, it was extremely hard because I was put in a situation I didn't plan to open up my own business. So it sort of fell into my lap and I just went with the opportunity. And it was a lot of things. I've never been a business owner. I ran people businesses, but I've never been a business owner. So I took it and I ran with it. And as I went every step of the way, I learned something new. So I learned how to get my paperwork in order. I learned how to get my LLC. I learned how to try to find an accountant. I learned how to ask the questions I needed to ask. So no, it was very difficult.
Right.
now, do you feel like you're in a better standing now that you have done it on for yourself and you
Oh,
work for yourself and then instead of another person?
well, knowing somebody like you who has been hounding me for 10 plus years to get my own business,
That could
I
work.
wish, and it should have happened, but I think everything happens the way it's supposed to happen. And at this point, it was supposed to happen this way. And I'm in such a better place. I'm so much happier. Even my clients, I'm a straight up person. I'm gonna tell you like how it is. I don't want to hear hearsay. Don't come back to me and tell me nothing. I'm going straight to the source. I am so much in a better place. Yes, this was the best thing that could have happened. And it's a shame that it had to happen during the pandemic, but I'll take it.
So during this pandemic, what advice can you give people like do now? What do you think about men manscaping?
You should manscape.
So you think men should go down there and trim and wax?
Listen, if you want services provided, yes, you should.
And even women, because they have
Yes,
their escape. I mean,
yes.
they had the lady escape.
So what you mean shaving
nobody
it
wants
down?
nobody wants
Because
the Afro puff.
I mean, if you realize hair holds stenches, okay, hair holds odor. Don't nobody want. I ain't nobody got time for that.
Did you have any questions?
I want to get back to the wrapping up your customers.
The
Say that
what?
again.
I want to go back to wrapping up your customers.
Okay.
How does that work?
You've never been draped for a shampoo or to have your beard lined up or anything?
Don't everybody throw a drape over you? That's
Okay,
the standard way of getting a cut. You got to
the,
get that
the, the,
drape
the,
on
the,
you.
the cloth thing, you think they throw over your lap to keep the hair from falling on you so they can.
Well, if you're just getting a cloth, that means you're not getting shampooed or anything. A cloth is just a cut. When I drape my clients, it's a plastic cape along with a plastic and a towel under that cape that goes over top of them. They don't just get a cloth cape. That's just for hair cutting. So if that's all you getting is a cloth cape, you're not getting shampooed. So you can't sit in my chair without getting shampooed.
Oh,
Difference
I
between a barber and a salon.
So do you
don't.
be nervous when you be washing people hair? Do you be seeing scabs?
No, well, in my salon, you keep your mask on. I keep my mask on. I disinfect after each client, so I leave a good 15 to 20 minute window between each client where I'm
Yeah.
disinfecting everything. But
Have you
the
ever found a
entire
bug in
time,
anybody's scalp?
huh?
You ever found a bug in anybody's scalp?
No, and knock on wood, no. But you know what? Even if I did, I'm not concerned because we don't get it.
I don't understand when you go in here. Is this the new? Because I just left the barbershop a week ago. There's a few people in there. We was talking like we used to do a long time ago. Those days are gone now.
No, you're not sitting and talking in my salon. You're coming, you're getting a service, and you're going home. I don't want to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner with you.
It's not the barber shop.
See, I'm confused when you say the barbershop and salon. I know I have a girlfriend and she go get her hair done in Chicago
Uh-huh.
right now,
Uh-huh.
and she be there all morning.
No, not in my salon. I get you
And
in,
there's
I
other
get you
women there
out.
too. They be kiki and
No,
talking. They got one
no,
under the dryer, one
no,
getting their
No,
hair washed.
no, no, honey.
not
That that's
1950.
more that's more reason for you to give me this. I don't want this. One person at a time in my salon.
She has a studio.
Until you fix this, till they fix this, only one person at a time is
So
allowed in my
it's
salon.
been that way. I mean, this is see, I'm not used to that now. I'm just like,
Now, if it's more than one person in my salon, that's because you live in the same household. So if a mother and daughter, they can come and they can be in my salon together. But if I have a 2 o'clock and a 4 o'clock and they cross paths, one will have to sit in her car
Yeah.
until I'm finished my client.
Right,
Yeah.
that's
right,
That's too
right.
much.
Y'all
Now,
ain't
here's
all
the
piling up in
thing,
there.
because I go to the barbershop, me and us three, all three of us, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't go inside the shop when there's a bunch of people in there. No, I don't.
Oh,
I
you
even
talking?
pay for. I'm to the point where I'm willing to pay you an extra $30 to come to my house and do my own hair. You feel me?
Now,
Because I
at
understand that.
Kiki's Beauty Salon, that's what I mean. At the Kiki's beauty house, I'm sure she got 30 girls sitting there waiting to get their hair done. You might
Right.
have to go to
Right.
Kiki Place.
Right.
Yeah.
She not downtown.
No.
No.
She in
so
1978.
No.
so that's the new what's up in salons now. Because
It's not new. It's not new. It's
See?
still those salons are out there. I
Yeah.
just deal with a different type of clientele that they're not tolerating it, and I don't want to get sick.
Right.
I went to one in July. Like I hadn't been in. That was the first time I went inside of one, and I didn't go back to them because I didn't like that there was a girl in there. Like she was doing somebody hair, but she also didn't have a mask on. Like she was the beautician lady, and I was like, okay, her mask pulled down. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, no, I didn't go back. I liked the one girl that took care of me, but no, no.
So it's
So
about the
here I
surroundings.
am that's doing that bullshit. And then I just went to one. We both had masks on. My beautician, I was paying her to come to my house because I didn't want to go to a salon, but she just opened her business. So I wanted to go and support her. But no, we ain't doing that no more. I told her got to come to my house now. I'm just going to pay her more because I don't know. It just, I'm afraid.
Yeah, yup,
I'm saying she didn't drape me like that. I want somebody to drape me.
right, exactly.
I want that. Then I would feel
Wait.
safer.
I mean, every day is something new they're telling us about this. Is lasting longer on this, is not lasting longer on that. So I mean, you just don't know. So we can do the best that we can do with what we have, the knowledge that what we have. So if I'm wrapping you up and I'm discarding that and I'm waiting for the next person rolling, that's just what I have to do. No, it's never going to be how it used to be. And that's fine. I don't need 30 people sitting around me. I'm going to still get them coins. Them 30 people still going to come. It's just going to
Right.
be one at a time.
that was my next question. How does it affect your pay? Do you get to charge them more? Do you get less clients? Do you get people who
Well,
say, I
my
don't want to
thing
deal
is,
with you?
I don't have to charge no more because, like I said, I deal with a different type of clientele, and the majority of my clientels are pretty well off, so they take care of me regardless. But no, I work
This
my
girl
days
got
that
a.
I work on Sunday, I work on Monday, I work on Wednesday and Thursday. The other days that I'm not there, I rent out my salon and have somebody else work there, and she pays. And that's how I make extra money. That's how I deal
Right.
with everything. So I'm never in there with another stylist.
And her clientele is so sweet. I met her when they was in another when she was in the original salon, and they blesses her. I'm being honest with you. They bless her with anything and everything that she wants. So I understand when she says a total different clientele than you would see at Kiki Salon. Total different. Because Kiki Salon, you never know what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? You may have Kiki's boyfriend in the back smoking weed. You know what I mean? And then, you
I'll
know,
be back there with him.
you know,
My bad.
but you understand what I'm saying? Because these times you can't be around a bunch of people. You know what I mean? Restaurants is gonna be different. Beauty salons is gonna be different. You can't go to the club right now, and I wouldn't want to. That's why they can come here and drink with us. You know what I mean? Because who's going to the club? What can you do but sit in the booth?
So how long
You
you
can't
gonna
even
run?
dance now.
Right. Can't move around. Everybody breathing the same air.
So how long y'all gonna run from this?
Run from what?
Run from what?
This COVID thing, because
I'm
it's
still
like,
going. I'm still going to work. I'm still making my coins. I still got bills to pay. I ain't running. I'm still going to work.
Just things have to change and be different on how you do it.
I just don't want the next brother coughing on me trying to make me stay up in the hospital some doggone where.
And I go to the
wow.
club online.
Right.
D Nice is always popping that club quarantine.
See?
I,
He's jamming.
okay.
Jamming.
This is crazy. Because I can't imagine not dropping my girlfriend off at the salon and going to hear some gossip about
No.
somebody, that's tradition.
No, I mean, me and
For
my
who?
client, me and my client can have a conversation among each other, but I don't want to sit. Listen, unless you're gonna pay me by the hour while you sitting there wasting my time,
Right.
you gotta go, and I gotta go to the next person. I can't make my coins with you gossiping.
Because you can still find out when the next person come in.
Right.
That's how you do. One-on-one, you get better gossip anyway.
And listen, at this point, what's gossip? Everybody talking about the same thing.
Hustling, doing the same thing.
Everybody talking about the same thing. I wish they would find something else to talk about. I'm so sick of hearing about this political crap.
But we can't get away from it. And since you said that, I'm taking a side break. Jared Kushner said his father-in-law, all his policies are designed to help black people out. But the problem is he can't make nobody want it more than he does. That's what the problem is.
What?
Can't make it. You can't make it. You can't make people want to be successful. That's the only thing Trump can't do.
So you
Trump
saying
can't
black?
make he can't make people want to be successful.
What do you mean? You can't make black people want to be successful?
The policies are designed to make all of you all successful.
Well, he's not successful. It was handed to him.
I'm just telling y'all what the comment was. Trump's policies are designed to make you all successful. It's not Trump's fault if y'all don't want to be successful.
But what policy? I haven't seen nothing. He keeps saying what he the only.
You know them imaginary policies. Don't try to act like you ain't been here for 4 years. You know them imaginary because he the best president black folks has ever had.
Done more for us than Lincoln, apparently.
Yeah, I
Right.
was just about to say that. Yes. Now, due to the fact that I just opened up a business in June, I don't recall seeing his name on any of my paperwork.
I don't see him on my 501c3 either, but I just thought I'd throw that in there too.
Well, you
But
know,
I don't recall him helping me with a check or nothing.
what he said, I mean, that's what Jared Kushner said. Trump has put in policies to help y'all out, to make y'all prosper. It's not Trump's fault if y'all don't want to prosper.
well, at one point, you know what I'm saying. Y'all say Abraham. Y'all know Abraham Lincoln was a Republican, correct? Did y'all know that?
No.
I didn't hear you.
Yes. Abraham Lincoln was a Republican. Black folks back in the day used to be all Republicans until one incident happened and everyone lost faith in the Republican Party.
The majority of my family members are still Republicans.
Yes. And they said that the Republicans was for the African Americans until they went over and tried to they did something. So these by me saying this, me, I'm a person that show me before, show me what you're doing. Don't tell me what you're going to do. You understand what I'm saying? So if you showed me these policies that can benefit me and
Oh,
my kind, I will vote for you. But you're not showing me those policies that will benefit me. You feel what I'm saying? For the last 4 years, Trump has been pushing us down. And he's been saying the racist things that anyone has ever heard in my 43 years. You feel I'm 42 years. Why the
but
hell she
did he
said
do?
42?
But he did prison reform, Bobby.
Who did that?
Donald Trump did. Him, Kanye West, and his wife all did prison reform.
Okay,
He's
Obama
done
did
more for
300.
everybody. I'm telling you. I mean,
Okay,
come on,
they
Bobby.
only did 300 and some odd people. Obama, before they came in, did 3,800, something like that, 3,500, way more than he did. So he's not the first one that done it. You understand what I'm saying? He's not the first. He's not going to be the last. You feel what I'm saying? The problem is that we need to get out of that. We need to try to help each other. Like my friend said, my sister, I've been on her for 10 years because I'm a person that if you with me, we all gonna come up together. You
That's what
understand what I'm
Donald
saying?
Trump is saying, Bob. I'm gonna
So
bring you
I
back to
don't.
Donald Trump. If
If I
you with him, and he gonna take you to the top. You trying to get away from supporting my friend Donald Trump.
Why you being Dennis tonight, man? What are you doing?
Because I didn't hear it then, so I have to do it.
Well, what do y'all think about Ice Cube and what he's
I
doing?
I
asked
don't
that
cut him.
question. I
Look,
asked that
Ice
question.
Cube has a plan. From what I read, he had a plan and he presented it to the president. That's what you're supposed to do.
You know what? He just did it
Why
at the
hate?
wrong time.
Right.
Why is it? What?
He,
When is the right time? When is
you
there
know what?
I,
ever
Because
a right time?
either he should have went to him before this we have an election coming. He should have did this before, or he should have did it after the election. The way
No, no,
is
hold on. Because I seen Ice Cube on CNN. Ice Cube said, I didn't reach out to the president. Their team reached out to him. He said, people telling that story backwards. He said, I got a plan. I don't care who reached out. He said, I reached out to both sides.
yeah.
Only people that reached back was Donald Trump's side. He said, I had nothing to go to Donald Trump with anything with it. He came to me. He was on Anderson Cooper's show. He said, they said, Ice Cube said, they're trying to make Trump to be the hero in this. He's not. I told them I had a plan. They wanted to see what my plan was. They came and asked me and then painted a story that, I came to them. It was opposite. They came to
I
me.
never heard that
but
Well,
Ice
he
Cube
still,
said
he
he
was.
should
never
have.
spoke to Trump.
He
He
should
never
have
had,
shut that
yeah, he
down.
It
never
was
spoke
only
to Trump.
Jared Kushner. He only talked to Jared Kushner.
He
He
should
But
have
talked
he
to,
not
still
talked
did
to
it at the
anybody.
wrong time.
so
He
Kanye
should have
did the
did
wrong
it
time
Is
too?
is there
early.
ever a right time?
No, but what
Because
I'm
he would
saying,
never know that this was
he
gonna go
should
through
have
all this.
never waited until the election time.
So
He should have did
Kanye
it.
He
is the
couldn't
He
same
should have
present
way.
it
did
until it was
it.
ready.
I mean, if it was something that he wanted done, why not do it last year, 2 years ago, or when he
He
first
didn't
got in
have it
there?
until he
Wait,
didn't
wait, wait.
have
What
it
about
until this year.
P. Diddy doing the same thing? It's not just Ice Cube.
But P Diddy is doing something totally different.
No,
Yeah,
P
he's
Diddy,
not.
hold
trying to
on. P
start a
Diddy,
political party, right?
he trying to
Right,
do
he's
a
trying to start
political party.
527. He's trying to do a 527. That's what Puffy's
What
trying
is
to
a
do.
527 if you're gonna call that out?
It's a political organization. It's like a non-profit political organization.
But
Like
the issue
501c,
that we had,
527. They all got different names. But for
I,
political party, go ahead.
I think the issues that a lot of us have is all these people was out here trying to do this in a time of an election year where people are dying. 200 and some odd people have died. You feel what I'm saying? Under this man's reign. And so now y'all want to go talk to this man and ask him about some issues that we've been having ever since he's been in office. You understand what I'm saying? So
No,
why, like Tanisha said, why ask him or put it up now? And
because
because
I
you got,
have it now. Because I have a plan now. I
well,
didn't
you should have
have it
had that
Yes,
plan.
last year.
So you
yes,
should have held that plan until after the
Why do
election.
I need to hold it? I have a
y'all,
plan now.
y'all forgot. Y'all been talking to people about this. Everybody don't pay attention to elections. Just because they celebrities don't mean they fucking pay attention. I mean, he might have just woke the fuck up. I don't know.
Right?
Might
He
mean
could have just came up now. Oh, I forgot
he
I got to
just
do
was
this.
like, okay, this shit ain't right. He knew the shit ain't right, but then whatever reason he feel like he want to do something now, and he want to use his platform now to do something. I
When
don't care
everybody's
when
using it.
people wake up. As long as they do and they come on in and provide, resources and space and use their platform to help us move an agenda forward. What I didn't like about what he did was there weren't conversations with a lot of the groups who had been on the ground doing this work, fighting on behalf of Black people. Like those conversations didn't happen with some of those groups. And so I thought that was a missed opportunity. But I saw on Roland that he was going to be talking to like the BLM leaders and stuff from across the country and figure out, how do we come together with the fucking uniform agenda? Because we can't have 15 different goddamn agendas.
That's what the problem is now.
You know what I'm saying? We got to figure out how the fuck we as Black people can agree on some shit and then get together and move that shit forward, regardless of who is in office. Fuck a Democrat, fuck a Republican.
I agree.
This is what I'm saying. These motherfuckers need both of them. Don't matter who in office.
So they woke up. That's correct. They woke up. So they should have took a nap until after November.
You so wrong. How you to tell that man he should
have? Let me say what they should have took a nap until after November. Sat and talked. They both should have talked. Ice Cube and P Diddy. And Jay-Z. They should all got together and talked and conversated and then talked to whoever that's coming into the whoever won these.
But now that he mentioned whatever he wanted to get off his chest, now he see he got played being a Black man, and they changed his whole story around to make it look like he was going needing Trump to help him, or Trump was going to help him do whatever. So he still got played regardless.
50 Cent even backed away from him. 50 Cent even denounced him because the way he did it.
Well, 50 Cent is sitting up here. He talking about if he loses, he's leaving the country. That ain't something. 50 Cent could go have several seats.
Well, I'm not watching.
Because if you're going to leave, you ain't got to let us know bye.
That's why I don't believe. I think that's fake news. I don't believe that's a real.
Well, my thing is,
anybody gonna leave it, he's gonna leave.
Will take a moment to get a 15 seconds of fame. Anything he can get, because his show is what on hiatus.
Right, because he does power.
Right, so he needs some attention while he's on hiatus.
Well, I won't be watching it no more.
Would you not work with the Woo?
Huh?
You don't want to work with the Woo?
What's the Woo?
Huh?
His new song, Working with the Woo. No, y'all.
Yeah, I won't be doing no more Ice Cube, and I won't be doing no more.
Why are y'all trying to blacklist people just because? What is that cancel culture shit?
Well,
everybody's entitled to.
We have a choice.
Why do we have no choice?
Everyone has an entitlement. Everyone has the entitlement to choose who they choose to watch and whoever they choose to follow. So forth, because that's what the words that just came out your mouth. Correct?
So my question is,
right. So I have the choice to not to deal with them anymore. I don't believe in what they believe in.
So Kanye, Ice Cube, all these people who are trying to do something and start something.
Okay, we're going to eliminate Kanye. He's a special case.
Why? I was going to ask that question.
We're not going to put him in the category with the rest of them. He's a little special case. Once he starts taking his meds, then maybe he can join. But yeah, we're going to leave Kanye to the side. He can't make up his mind. He on both sides of the fence.
So Kanye gets an excuse.
No, that's not an excuse. We say
he did an Ice Cube who lit up the nights with fuck the police and all the rest of the stuff, and politically all throughout their careers don't know what they're talking about, don't know what they're doing.
Well, Peter didn't say nothing off the wall. In the beginning, he said don't vote because the shit is corrupted. He didn't say, "Oh, I'm with Trump." That's one thing he did not say out his mouth. Not their time.
Who said they was with Trump?
I mean, he didn't go talk to Trump. He didn't go talk to his friends or his party or whatever. He didn't go and say, "Oh, I went and talked to Trump." He haven't said that out his mouth yet. Only thing he said was, "Don't vote because there's some bullshit. Because they're gonna fuck shit up." That's what he said back in the.
So you're advising that they should have never went and talked to Trump?
I don't think they should have went and talked to Trump. I don't think they should have went and talked to anybody until after the election, because what they did was trying to steer people to vote for Trump. You feel what I'm saying? You say, "Oh,
but Ice Cube wasn't trying to run for no political office."
He didn't say he was.
He wasn't trying to do any of that. He's talking about a plan that he had for the community and all of that. So I don't
And his
understand how
But
plan
he
is
see,
would.
but you know what? Even though he did that, look how they played him. They made him look like he was trying to be there for Trump, and that wasn't the case. So he
Well,
still got
anybody that
played.
know Trump,
He
anybody
still
that
didn't
know
get his
Trump,
point across. He still got played through the media. The
well,
media
anybody that
changed
knows
everything
Trump know he
around.
gonna fuck you over. Trump gonna fuck you over regardless. If it's not something positive, put him in a
That's why he
positive
should have
light,
waited till
all
after the
that.
election.
But if
Right.
Trump would have won, it'd still been in the same spot.
Well,
but
no,
Because
then
we,
he would
because
have
we
won,
don't
and he
know.
would have been
okay.
Because we
like,
don't
"Well,
know.
you're supposed to be here for
Let's
black
let's
people,
let's
so
be
let's see what you're gonna do with for us."
let's be clear. Ice Cube, just like P Diddy, have a plan. They put their
A
plan out
plan.
there. Right, that's what they said. They have a plan for black
A
people.
plan.
I don't know what the plan is. You got to read the
We
plan.
don't know that yet, but they have a plan.
That's what Ice
I
Cube said.
have a plan.
He has a plan. So when he put his plan out there, Donald Trump then reached out to him, his team, and asked what his plan was. That's all that was. Ice Cube said, I did not reach out to them. They reached out to me. He said, I'm talking to anybody who is political, who's in a situation to get something done.
Well, Ice Cube ain't reached out to me. I still don't know what the plan is. I need to know who gonna help me. Ice Cube, Diddy, ain't none of them called me and said, "This is what I'm gonna do for you."
Well, they tried to get it out, but since Trump fucked over Ice Cube, the plan ain't coming out real quick yet.
Wait, no, they didn't call me personally and say, "T, I'm gonna write you a check. This is how I'm gonna help you out." They over there. Ain't
It's
nobody
in the
called me.
plan. It's in Ice Cube's
Guess
plan.
what?
That was the plan.
Ice Cube plan wasn't
It
gonna
was
reach
in
my
there.
black ass. Ice Cube plan was not gonna reach me over here in Philly.
It was gonna get you, I'm telling you.
Now, if it was Jill Scott, I would even say Will Smith. But that's Ice Cube. Listen, he ain't looking out for Philly. Get the hell out of here.
Girl, because you meet them, you know them folks don't be throwing their names out here.
I don't know them.
Patty LaBelle, how you doing?
I don't know Pat. Well, I knew Patty when I was little. I don't know Patty like that. I was like 11 years old when I met her.
Dude, I wish I did. Girl.
Well, as black people, if y'all wanted to be successful, y'all could. Y'all just don't want to follow the light of Christ and follow Donald Trump down the path. I'm just trying to help y'all out.
Okay.
So,
Right.
Well, somebody need to help them babies find their parents that they got in cages. How about that?
We're not supposed to see that.
Yeah.
That stuff we're not supposed to know that there are still kids in cages. We're not supposed to
Well,
know
we ain't
that.
supposed to know cops was killing us either.
Well, shit, they got us in cages. Everybody know that.
Well, some of us are still chained up. They just don't know they're chained up. You know, we can't help that. We trying to break free.
Did
Some
you
of us
know
are waking up. We woke up late. Come on.
did
We
you know
still
what police,
waking up.
did you know how police started? Do you know how the police system started?
Yeah, because they had to catch you slaves every time y'all ran away.
Yeah, it
Started
started
a
from
force to do
they
that.
were
Make sure
slave
y'all was
catchers.
under control.
They were slave catchers. They was out there to put us in jail. So their main itinerary is to keep us down. You understand what I'm saying? But it's what we can do to build us up. Like I was saying earlier, if we all do the same thing, go around to our friends and tell them positive things. Like she said, I told her for 10 years. But until the door was open for her to do it, that's when she walked through. But if you keep putting it in a person's mind, if you're not, bad associations for use for having. If you're not around those folks that's gonna push you because you know how to do art, or you know how to make a badass drink, or you know how to do hair, and that person, your friend, is not telling you, girl, oh boy, go ahead and start your own. You would never do that. And that's what we have a problem in our community. We don't lift each other up. So what I heard today on TikTok, which is my thing, what I heard today on TikTok, the young man said that he's been doing this for a whole year, calling each man a king and each woman a queen. And why he do that? Because it's too many times that we are called every other name in the book, but what we really are in positivity. You feel what I'm saying? So what I'm looking to do now is copy him. Instead of me calling you, what's up, bruh? I'm say, what's
Did,
up, king? What's up,
did,
queen? You
did
feel what I'm
something
saying? That's a way I
materialize
can
from
build,
that?
huh?
Did something materialize from his experiment?
It's positivity. You feel what I'm saying? We don't get the positivity from our own community.
But you know what? A lot of people are not in a positive environment either. Because you gotta
Right.
think, you gotta remember, them 10 years that you've been telling me to do what I'm doing now. Look at my situation. My situation wasn't what I thought it was. I was married and I'm going through a messy ass divorce.
Still growing. You were still growing.
So now that I'm able to see things differently, I'm able to move differently. Everybody is not able to do that. If you're in a situation and you don't see it, you're still in that situation. You only see what's in front of you. Until that light or a light bulb go off or whatever.
That aha moment.
Exactly.
But with those 10 years that you was going through your situation, did you have that little big black person on your shoulder saying,
you was. And what did I always say?
You can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
You did
So
say that.
My question is,
and I always had an excuse.
And
Always.
I kept saying is, the more excuses you give yourself, the more you ain't gonna do it. Because I even told you to open up in your
But
face.
as soon as I got out of that situation, the gates opened up, and it was like, damn, you've been independent all this time. It's nothing you can't do. But I had to see that for myself. Even though listen, I always knew you was gonna be in my corner. You will always be in my corner telling me what I can do. But until I can see it, it's nothing you can say that's gonna make me do it. You can see it. You outside looking in. You always saw it. I didn't see it. I had to see it.
Can Ice Cube be the same way? Can Ice Cube and P. Diddy be the same way?
Well, I don't know what they can be.
Maybe they woke up too.
They could have, but they got money like that. They could go. Back
money don't make you wake up faster.
We might not see Ice Cube for another 6 months or another 3 years, and he can go on to be whatever. And this story be done got everybody be done forgot about this.
They'll be done forgot about it by next week.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't
we average people, our situations is going to still be here next week.
Yeah.
We could win the lottery.
See, you gonna stop playing.
See, they're not on this side of town, and we winning the lottery.
Well, I'm just saying it could change. Y'all act like it.
Go out and play in some snow.
No, it's melting.
Y'all are not being fair. I got to ask a question then. What black leaders can we support?
Say that again.
What black leaders can we support?
Well, I never thought of Ice Cube as a leader, but you can.
And what do you consider a leader? What does he consider a leader? Because, like you said, you didn't see Ice Cube as a leader. I don't see him as a leader. What do you consider a person as a leader?
I can consider somebody like an Al Sharpton.
What?
Yeah. He's the one out there.
Step and fetch it.
You might not believe in his views, but who else out there marching? Who out there protesting?
Al Sharpton
ain't out there protesting.
From 1919.
When the last time you seen Ice Cube out there protesting? Please show me a picture, a sign, or something he was carrying out there protesting. Please show me Ice Cube was protesting.
I don't protest.
I can show you LeBron James.
I don't go out there and protest.
So what she's saying is, he got all this clout. He got all this.
But clout don't make you a leader.
He got this platform. What has he done within this year to show us that he can have a plan? Now,
why do we hold them at a higher standard than the other politicians?
Hold on, now I can see it.
I was asked the question, so that was the person I came up with, because when something goes wrong and you call on him, he shows up.
Oh my Lord, Al Sharpton.
He's there.
You going for Ice Cube? You want to tell me Ice Cube is a leader?
Well, you get Louis Farrakhan.
Really?
Louis Farrakhan.
Are there any other people you consider that
Louis
could be
Farrakhan
considered?
would be perfect.
You can say Farrakhan. Farrakhan to show up.
Louis Farrakhan would have been perfect right now. Right now, this would have been his stuff. Right now, Louis Farrakhan would have been out there with all the people fighting for us.
He still could be out there We
But
still haven't
they
seen
got
him.
accent. That man is 92 years
Yo, what about
old.
the music? I mean, what about Fuck the Police and like all these other songs that Ice Cube came up with that we sent, we chant? I mean, some of them, Ice T,
Still
even
playing.
can be
This,
reading off your rights inside the song so you
And what
can
was that?
educate
but that's
yourself.
but
Does
And
that
what
but
was
make
that's
that?
him a
song.
leader or educator?
That's song,
No
What was
and that
that?
was in
social
the
movement
90s and the
happens
80s.
without art. I'm just going to say it. No social movement happens without art. And
Agreed.
music is one of the leading forms of protest.
But
But
Yeah.
Ice
art has
Cube didn't
done.
What y'all
write
talking
"Fuck the
about right
Police." It
now?
was NWA.
No, it was Ice Cube.
You're
Because
right.
Okay,
Okay,
well check this out. Check this out. But that was how long ago? And what? Nobody is playing.
It's still
Even when all
relevant.
this is going
do
Still
you
on,
know the
relevant.
words
with
right
with
now?
that girl, with
Fuck
that
the
girl getting
police,
killed,
straight.
with
I mean,
that
come
girl
on.
getting
Coming
killed, did
straight
they
from the
play "Fuck the
underground.
Police" when that girl got killed in her
A
sleep?
young brother got it bad because he's brown.
But did they play "Fuck the Police" when that girl got killed? No, I don't remember hearing it.
It depends on what state you were in.
The
That's all.
point is, we have
Depends on
not
what
heard.
state you were in.
We
That's
have
all.
not heard from Ice Cube
Often,
none
I
this
hear
year.
it often when people are marching. If
Eh,
you up in the middle of the march, you will hear people chant it. It comes out through the loudspeaker. Am I wrong, Sana?
No, you're correct. They are
No,
saying it.
we
And
understand.
by Ice Cube having a plan does not mean he has to be out front and trying to run for any political office. And he said, I got a plan and this is what we can do. That's background. You don't have to be out there talking about it and all of that.
Okay, so when is his plan gonna be executed?
It's supposed to come out it was supposed to be the 20 something of
Okay,
next month.
question.
Never 30.
The
Uh,
That's
question
when
I
it's
have
coming
is
out.
this:
I have no idea.
this
I
whole
want to
year,
know what the plan is, period.
this whole year, I have not heard from Ice Cube. This
I
whole
ain't heard
year,
from him the year before
this whole
I
year,
don't know what that means.
or the
he's
year
Unless he's
before
been
that.
protesting this whole year. This whole year, I can sit
I
out here and name people
And I like Ice
that
Cube.
has a celebrity thing and has been out there with BLM, taking people, paying their
what
bills.
does that have to do with him
No,
making a plan?
everybody don't protest though, and we,
Down like that. What does that have to do with him making a
couldn't
plan?
like put people down because they don't come
Well,
and
is anybody going to share
meetings.
this
Everybody
plan?
don't protest.
What
Yeah.
is the plan? Since there's nobody seems
There
to know what
is,
the
you
plan
got
is.
some kind of
It
plan. I
hasn't come
know
out
you
yet.
can
It's
look it
supposed to be
up.
coming out.
Ain't it something? Because they was talking about it on Rolling. And then
That
I
it has
saw
come
on,
out.
like Claudia Jordan show. They was talking about Black women wasn't represented in the plan. I mean, and so it got to be some kind of bullet points that he done asked for or something. So they got to be, I don't know what it is. I didn't look. I'll look up the plan and post it in the comments. Then people can go and look for themselves to see what it is. But I
also
mean,
think you gotta look at the body of work.
everybody contributes in a way that they can. And we need all those contributions, all of them, whatever way people can, give
Wherever
to
they manifest.
making this world a better place. I mean, let's accept that. I mean,
Well, yeah, like art. Michael Jackson, you just basically said his song, "Make This World a Better Place." Right
it's
now,
my
if he
favorite
was
song.
living,
Yeah.
if he was living right now, it would be a song
Heal
out
the world. That's right.
here. It would be a song out here. I haven't heard not one artist make a song about unity. Personally, I haven't. If it's out there, let me hear it. You understand what I'm saying? But our older generation singers
Miss
and different things
Lawrence
are out
just
there.
remade Stand By Me.
Who?
Miss Lawrence.
Miss Lawrence. Oh, from Atlanta.
Yes, just
Okay.
remade Stand By Me. D Nice was playing it on Club Quarantine. That's how I heard it. But it was dope.
All right.
And so
What
people,
do artists know though? Like I'm thinking about Ice Cube and Ice T and some of those brothers who asked those first questions, in the 80s. They was pushing back before Rodney King got beat down,
me,
right? And what like Tipper and all them motherfuckers came for him. Like they came for him. Try to stop his money flow and try to have him arrested and the brother's got to be tired. He been saying fuck the police since 84, 5.
That's why he
And
got a plan.
that's got to have a lot of heat on you as an individual Black man.
But he's
I'm
not
just
the first
thinking.
artist that done that either. He did that in the 80s. We had artists that was doing that in the 60s and in the 70s. James Brown for one.
Okay.
James Brown for one. You understand?
For sure. And but not in a fuck you. I'm not wearing your suit. I'm not participating in your kind of game. This is how it is. I'm telling the story. This is happening in my hood, and I'm not trying to clean it up for you or anybody
I got
else.
a
But
plan.
that was the era of when rap started. You feel what I'm saying? When we was able to, when they was able to tell how we was feeling. Then you got that's the 80s. In the 70s and the 60s, where you were literally getting lynched and burnt and different things. Now, if he was in that situation, he wouldn't have been out there saying "fuck the police." You understand what I'm saying? But now he was in that situation where he was able to. I respect him for that. You understand? But that's 1980. That's 40 years ago. I'm 42. That's 40 years ago. You understand? I'm looking at today. You feel what I'm saying? We still going through that same shit that when he was saying "fuck the police."
Until policy
Right, but
is
that was my
written.
question. What do artists owe? Because I'm thinking about artists like you want to go back to the 60s. What about Stevie? He just now started saying something in the last couple months. I mean,
Yeah, Stevie Wonder.
I
Yep,
mean,
just
Stevie,
started becoming political.
right. I mean, he hasn't just started becoming political, right? But I haven't heard from him all summer until just like maybe a month ago. And I think that that's because artists are like, y'all got to get out there and vote. I got a plan. You got a plan. Anybody can have a
But I
plan.
think
Let's
I
bring the
think Stevie
plans.
was hospitalized for a while.
See, he got crawled, got up out of the hospital, and started becoming political. He
Well,
had
Yeah,
kids
Cher,
yeah.
in the
I
hospital.
think he
Cher
was
came out the
hospitalized
grave.
for a while.
Cher came out the grave, and she's out here promoting Biden. You understand what I'm saying?
See,
You know,
fossils and dead folks,
This is
all
this
of
is
them
her
getting
last
up.
comeback tour.
uh,
This is her last comeback tour.
Don't wear a
and she
fossil.
still
No,
look.
she probably got 2 or 3 more comebacks in her.
Oh, now Cher is the shit. Leave Cher alone.
Cher is the shit, and she looked beautiful at 92.
Okay?
Yes, the
Did you
oldest
say
thing out there.
92?
I'm just
Was
joking.
she 102? Is that too young? She 102?
But Dolly Parton is the same age, and
Well,
she
she's
well,
supposed to
She
be
look
doing a
good
new
too.
photo with Playboy.
but Dolly Parton was born in the deep South. You know what I'm saying? And she even
Yeah, but
came
you know,
And
out.
she
Cher
was
is
had some
Native
fillers or
American.
something
She
too.
not gonna crack.
Would you say
Oh, I was saying, you don't think she don't have no fillers or something too? I mean, Dolly, because white people don't age like
no,
that.
no, they
Oh
had
yeah, they
fillers.
don't. She got some. She got some
Oh,
surgery
she
on
got
her.
something done. She
Yeah.
got something done.
But
But
Some
don't
was
nobody want
tucked
to
and
sit at it
moved.
at this age in Playboy. Come on now, have several seats.
but no, I respect her though by her being from a southern background where in the deep mountains where it's racism
It
Mm.
ain't gonna
straight.
change
That
nothing.
she went out there and told her country folks about voting and Black Lives Matter and so forth and so on.
The
You
fact that
understand?
She
you have to
did.
say any lives matter is a problem.
Say it again.
The fact that you have to go out and say that any life matter is a problem.
It is a problem, but
But you
I
remember,
respect her.
you in the United States. This
But
place
no, but
wasn't
I'm
made for
saying, but
you.
the fact that she thinks that the Dolly Parton thinks that she has to go out there and tell her Southern people
She had
that
to.
ain't shit going to change. If she has to go out and tell these people that she's known all her life that Black Lives Matter, ain't shit going to change.
I
But
have to disagree because when George Floyd got killed, you saw all that mix of people out there protesting. You couldn't have got that 50 years ago.
No,
Probably couldn't have got that 20 years ago. So I have to disagree. Things are changing, and they do have to come out and say this to make their people agree.
you got Dolly Parton, you got a whole lot of older folks that that was raised when slavery was in. You feel what I'm saying? That's out here. I heard someone say it's no slaves living at this moment. I know a lady that's 120 years old. She was a slave.
We
You
all
understand?
slaves. We
My
all
best friend's
slaves.
mother literally picked cotton. You understand what I'm saying? Back in Mississippi. So, and when I say that is because I don't know, but I hear the stories that the deep Southern folks, black folks had went through. And to see that people like Dolly Parton go out there and say, y'all need to think. All lives matter, but black people is going through this, and they've been going through this for years.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying?
And the reason that we even matter even more because everything is being filmed on phones and everything. It is being brought because I don't believe anything has changed that much. It's just everything is being filmed and
As
everybody's
far
able to
as that,
see it.
yep.
Everybody's able to see it.
Yes.
Can't hide from it. You can't
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
hide it.
Because I was just told by a client, she told me that racism is not as bad as it used to be.
Mm.
And I
What?
lost her as a client because I told her, what fucking bubble are you living in?
She's a Republican. Leave her alone.
No, no, listen, in my establishment, the client ain't always right. You ain't gonna come in and tell me that racism is not what it used to be when I've been black all my life and me and you don't look alike.
Well, my president
That's
told everybody that that's the truth.
Now, when you walk down the
that's
street and you look
prerogative
like
having
me,
your own
you can
business.
understand. But until then, you can't say that.
Mhm.
That's not fair.
And because you
What's
date
not
a
fair?
black person,
That's her own business. She owns her own business.
That's my
She
place of
sets her
employment.
fucking
That's
rules.
my business. You don't like what I say, don't bring your ass in
Don't
here.
come in the shop.
I love it.
So that means if you gay, I can't bake no cake for you.
You are never welcome in my salon ever.
But
Don't
that's a
even
good
bring your ass
question.
to Philly.
Well, yeah,
I'm just asking.
for a
As soon as you
friend.
step off a plane in Philly, I'm gonna be waiting for you.
That
I'm
brings
just
us to, is there any announcements? We got to get that out. We got to make sure it's almost time for last call. So I just want to make sure any announcements, not to cut anybody off.
well, this political craziness, we have to vote no matter what. I mean, I know it's crazy, but voting is important. So that's my last word on like let's vote. It's a couple more days, so you got to do something.
We have 8 days left. Please vote. Don't wait till November 3rd. Please, y'all, don't wait that long. There'll be a
17
line.
some odd million. What is it? 18 million now voted.
No,
no,
almost
That's more
65
than
million.
that.
yeah.
Damn.
More than that.
65 million already voted, and it's still going, pulling out.
And the last time that happened was
More.
it's 40% of people have voted. And they said back in 18 something when they all switched from Republican, black went from Republican, that was the last time it happened where they had that many people voted. So it's
Damn.
a beautiful thing, especially when I see people in Philly dancing, doing the electric slide, the boogaloo, and then I see the lines in New York going around the corner like 5 or 6 times. You
That's
know, it's
right.
a blessing. You know what I mean? It makes
To
my
see
nipples
this many
hard to
people
just think
voting,
about it. You know what I mean? It just makes me just ecstatic to know that my people are out there showing up and showing out and
We
doing
can
it in a
we can go
cultural
through
way.
this. We
And
can go
doing it
through
in a
this another
cultural
4
way is
years.
how we do it best. It's our way culturally. You know what I mean? If it's just out there sitting out there eating food or passing a sandwich or out there singing, we out there doing it. And that's the only thing I'm blessed about.
Listen, we should
But
overcome.
but look out for that old country boy mobile market coming to your neighborhood soon. We will be selling all fresh fruits and vegetables, and also Bobby Leroy's Closet. Get your updated gear for men and children. And T Styles in Philly. Let her tell you about her operation. T Styles.
Yeah, T styled it. You could get anything from colored, haircut, blow dry, keratin, you name it, I can do it. Extensions, just call me or come and visit 28 East Montgomery Avenue in Ardmore. T styled it.
Man
oh,
wigs. You do man
thank
wigs.
you, T Styles, for being on the show. Definitely thank you for being in here with us.
I enjoy. Thank y'all for having me.
And
Rare
I see
Productions
Brother
is
Dennis
having
is
a
holding up our
Halloween
new
party,
show.
y'all.
Say it again, Rox.
We're having a Halloween party on Halloween to participate in the Bare Bones. So Rare Productions is the first stop on the Bare Bones tour this year. So come through. We're gonna have an altar. We're gonna have some amazing photos and light show up. So come through. It's just a walkthrough kind of situation, and it'll happen Thursday, Friday, and Halloween night for the full moon.
And don't forget to stop past and get your back pop t-shirt. That's right, we got t-shirt, we got gear out there. check our Facebook page. We're going to have sweatshirts, t-shirts, face masks, socks, you name it. BIPOC, LGBTQ, happy hour. Let's wind it down. How you doing?
I know I'm late. But T Styles, I love your aura. That I
Thank you,
will say.
doll.
I love what's going on over there with you and your background.
Thank you.
My second announcement, Your Mental Health Matters, the podcast version is coming to you soon. Details are forthcoming.
And T, what's your church time so I can send you a t-shirt for being on my podcast?
Say that again.
Your address, you give it to Bobby so I can send you a t-shirt for being on
Oh,
my
okay. I
podcast?
sure will. Thank you. I love it.
I like her.
Again,
You
this
can
has
go
been
with a pair, you can go with one of them shoes, them hundreds of millions of shoes you got in that closet.
Yes, darling. I have plenty of shoes that will go fabulous with one pair.
All right. Thank everybody again for joining us here at the BIPOC Happy Hour. It's always a great time. Also, I want to remind everybody we do have a donation drive. We're collecting socks at the Minnesota People Color Pride office. So we're still collecting socks for the winter. It is cold. It is snowy outside. And we do need socks for our homeless people. So again, thank you to Tanisha. Thank you to the Pride for joining us. And we will see you again Wednesday. Thank you all. Have a good evening, everybody.
Wear
Good
your
night. Thank
mask.
you.